Howdy y'all, it's Russell back with Gwinnett Lawns in beautiful and very cold Atlanta, Georgia. It's about 60 degrees. I think it's going to be 82 tomorrow. Oh, it's May 21st, 2019. And on today's video, the Trimstar 54-inch is at 12.7 hours. So I'm going to be taking the blades, the factory blades that are on there, off. We're going to look at them and see what the blades look like, and cutting almost totally Bermuda after 12.7 hours. And when I bought the mower, I went ahead and ordered the Fisher Barton laser edge blades. So I'm going to be putting these on, and I will sharpen the factory blades and just keep them as spares, but I'm going to put that on at 12.7 hours, and we're going to see how long they will actually last in this terrain. Now, our blades typically will last longer than people down in the south, in South Georgia or Florida, or areas where there's a lot of sand. We don't have sand here, we have clay. So our blades typically don't need to be sharpened as frequently. Also, cutting Bermuda, for some reason, tends to be a little easier on the blades than maybe some of the other grasses. Now, yesterday it was raining off and on. It was a lot of mist. The ground was pretty wet, and the deck under there is disgusting. So I'm going to show you how much stuff actually comes out. That was the actual last yard that we did yesterday. So I didn't. It probably would have been easier if I'd scraped it yesterday, but anyway, be that as it may, I'm going to, let me give you guys a shot of what it looks like under there. I was aghast. You know, typically if you cut Bermuda, why are we at night shot again? That's not cool. Hold on, stand by. Okay, I pressed something. I don't know what I pressed. Oh, there we go. Okay. So, typically, the decks require very, very little scraping at all. But look at that. That's from 1 yard yesterday. It is absolutely disgusting, and it's still wet. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and get these blades off first because it'll be easier, and then I'll go ahead and show you what they look like, and we'll scrape the deck. Alright, so I've got, this is a 15/16 size. I'm using the Jungle Jack from Jungle Gems. I've got my 1/2-inch DeWalt 20-volt max impact gun. And we'll zip these off real fast. Oh, that's nice. It's not up high enough. Well, that sucks. Nope. It's not gonna work. All right, let me reposition this. This mower is really, really easy to lift up. Alright, I'll be back after I figure this out. Alright, so I had to get my ramps from the truck that I used to load the Honda on and just put them under there. It's only about 1 inch short. I was able to get the middle blade off, but the sides are just a little bit too short. Okay. Alright, so let me show you the blades. So hopefully that's picking up. Not bad at all for 12 hours. I don't know how often you guys sharpen your blades, but it's still got the cross hatching from the factory on it. So I'm going to go ahead and scrape this deck first, and then we will install these bad boys, brand new, and we'll see how long they last. In fact, I may take them off at 12 hours, or 12, maybe if I can get it to 12.7, and then we'll see how they compare to these. But anyway, let me get my deck scraper and we'll get to it. That's a lot of clippings. Very unusual for around here. So I'm going to go ahead and put the blades back on, or the new blades. I know this doesn't need to be said, but make sure that you don't put a blade on upside down. And these washers, they're different than like the Wrights. They're like a conical washer, and so that conical part goes on the bottom like that on these motors. So let me get the now I use the German torque, Gudentite. You may have heard of it. Alright. So on the website, they always show people getting about, I don't know, 50 something hours out of these, at least. So we'll see. It's very easy to do. Nobody likes sharpening blades. And I feel for you guys that are down in Florida where it's sandy. But you know what? You got that. We don't have flat terrain. So I'm sure that makes up for it. Alright. So I've got the blades on here. And I am going to let this mower back down. Gotta tell you what, if you guys haven't used this jungle jack, this thing is awesome. Alright, let me move this back and we'll see what the aftermath is. Blade test. Alright, so I'm going to show you how I sharpen my blades. This is the All-American sharpener. This thing is the absolute bomb. This is a Makita, it's got a 4.5 inch. This is a Z40, it's a 40 grit flap disc. You can use an actual grinding wheel if you want, but that takes off an awful lot of material all at once. So they actually recommend that you use this flapper disc, and you can get those at Home Depot. So I'll show you how it works. So I'm not sure what hour I put these blades on. They haven't been sharpened yet, so that's obviously the sharpened side. When they're pretty worn like this, I usually do 30 strokes, and then you've got the non-sharpened side right here. So it's real easy. If you've never used one of these, you just put it in here. It's got a little twist clamp. This can do different angles. I like to use 30 degrees. These are the Gator G5 blades. So that's really all there is to it. So I will actually write this down in the log and keep track of how many hours it takes to get to this point, and then I'll do a follow-up video.